of our television market. It's not serviced by Fox 10. So we'll just keep watching this in the meantime. And you can see that the possible tornado is still right over Niceville. But everyone else, Nicholas, everyone else is in the all clear right now, right?
Yes, most everybody is in the all clear except for this small section of Okaloosa County. We have severe thunderstorm that is ongoing at this moment, and also we have this tornado warning. It looks like this was another one of those spin-up tornadoes. So if you are in Niceville, you are about to get an area of very strong winds. I would go ahead and get into an interior room. Just be safe with this if you are in Niceville, Florida. If you are north of Niceville, Florida, along Florida 85, Florida 285, you are in an area that might be dealing with this quick spin-up tornado that we have indicated by radar. And this possible tornado will be moving off to the east and moving into Walton County as meteorologist Michael White mentioned. Let's take in velocity real quick one more time. It looks a little messy, Michael.
It really does. Yeah, we're not really seeing the inflow corresponding with the couplet. So what you would normally look for if you were really looking at a large tornado, you would have the greens and the reds more vibrant. You would have the colors popping a bit more. You're not really seeing that with this particular scan. Now, this radar is coming out of Eglin Air Force Base. That's the debris tracker. We weren't really picking up anything there, but you can see there's still a lot of lightning popping around Niceville, and there's also heavy rain around that squall line, and we do have a little indication of rotation. And we just got a new sweep scan, and now the couplet looks like it's fallen apart even more. If there's any rotation, it would be right here north of Niceville, north of College Boulevard. Looks like right there at the intersection of Florida Highway 85 and Florida 123. That's still not much. It's not very vibrant, but if there is a rotating storm, it would be right in this area of Okaloosa County, just north of Niceville. So here's Florida Highway 85. Here's where it intersects with Florida Highway 123. The tornado would be right there. And again, this is in Okaloosa County, north of Niceville, the farthest east county in our area. So that means once it crosses into Walton County, it's completely done for our section of the Gulf Coast. For everyone else, it has been done, and that's the good news. You can go ahead and resume your morning commute plans, getting the kids to school, getting yourselves to work. Here's the squall line. What's left of it? A nasty, heavy band of rain, a lot of lightning, marching its way eastward throughout Destin and Niceville. What Nick's doing is he's backing up the debris tracker in time, and we go forward to about that 6:36, and you can start to see some yellows popping. So there may have been a short-lived tornado that dropped onto the ground, but still too early to know confirmation on that at this point. But we're just going to stick with this for the time being. Nick, do you have any new info?
Yeah, I just want to mention this. Meteorologist Jennifer Lamberts and I are both standing in the weather pod, and we're talking about, it looks like we might have had a brief tornado. The geography, if you will zoom in on that for me, with the geography of this area, this was a little bit more of a rural spot, but you see this is actually interesting because this looks to be and look at this, Michael, this is north of the tornado warning. You see that little area to the north of the polygon there that got a little bit tighter, that yes, right there,
right here.
Now watch the correlation coefficient. This is our debris tracker.
Oh wow.
And it looks like we had a brief little, you see that little
and it's outside the polygon.
Yeah.
Which is surprising.
So, little interesting. That's probably what prompted that tornado warning.
Yeah.
But it looks like if I go to, that's an old picture. Let's go to the current picture. And as you can see, it looks like that might have the debris signature at least has gone away, but it does look like we still have strong winds ongoing.
Right. Here we're not seeing any sort of couplet. The green and red are totally separated, which just means a straight line wind threat, not a tornado threat. A very weak couplet still remains inside the polygon, but it's now shifting into the eastern sections of Okaloosa County. It is north of Niceville. So if you're in Niceville, Fort Walton Beach, Destin, you're fine. If you're in Crestview, you're fine. But only this northeast section, right along just south of Highway 90, south of Interstate 10, has to be on the lookout as that thing continues veering to the east at about 45 miles an hour. And that puts it near Peel Field, which is a military base. So if you're in that part of Okaloosa County, it would also put it near the Destin Fort Walton Beach Airport. It would also put it near Hurlburt Clay Target Sports Club. So if you're familiar with those locations, those are the spots that need to be in shelter because you're in danger of a possible tornado. Hopefully, optimistically, the last one that will cut off our regular morning programming. But that is the possible signature right there. It's a weak one. We still have a lot of lightning popping around Niceville and popping around this section of Okaloosa County as this storm continues to march its way eastward into Walton County. Now, the warning is set to expire in 20 minutes. We'll see if it lasts that long, but you can see the entire line extends as far north as Florala. Now, this is Santa Rosa County. That is Escambia County, Alabama. So the squall line has exited every other county except Okaloosa in our area. Everyone else is fine. You may still be dealing with rain. For example, in Pensacola, you're getting a good shower, moderate rain falling, but the temperature's dropped. The air is not muggy. There's no severe weather threat. It's just going to make for a sloppy morning weather commute. We're not really going to see the light to moderate rain back off until after 8 o'clock this morning. By 9, most spots will end up dry, which is going to be a nice change. But in the meantime, we're just watching the last leg of this squall line marching its way eastward. It's on the Walton County line. It's getting closer to officially exiting our area, but and you can still see a little sliver of an inflow. It's not a major one. I mean, technically that is a rotating signature. It's just not a very vibrant one. So there may be a tornado, but it would be a very weak one. But it is passing over Hurlburt Clay Target Sports Club, Peel Field, near the Destin Fort Walton Beach Airport. Those are the spots that that possible tornado is near as of right now. So we're going to continue to follow that as it veers its way to the north and to the east, and get ready to follow it as it exits Okaloosa County. This line represents the separation between Okaloosa and Walton County. You can see the heaviest storm right here north of State Highway 285. I would say probably within the next 10 minutes, it's probably going to be already outside of it. My guess is, Nicholas, it'll probably be already into Walton County, at least that signature will, by 6:50.
Yes, it looks like this thing is moving along. This is a part of that main squall line. And if people are wondering why we have interrupted, once again, we have a tornado warning that has been issued for Okaloosa County, as you can see there on your screen. Michael's putting it out there. That tornado warning was issued for, it looks like we had a brief spin-up tornado in Okaloosa County, kind of in the rural section where we have Eglin Air Force Base, kind of north of that Destin Fort Walton Beach Airport, kind of near 85. It looks like we might have had a brief spin-up tornado there, but that has moved off to the east. That was also a rural section reminder. Now, if you're in Crestview and watching us there, you're getting rain, but it looks like that severe weather threat is beginning to wind down there. But you can see that red area, that deep red of heavy rain that is now on the far eastern side of Okaloosa County, and we are still watching those areas of rotation in that.
Exactly, Nicholas, and we are so happy that so many spots, including Crestview and Fort Walton Beach, have finally gotten into the all clear from that tornadic threat and from the threat in general of just heavy rain and lightning. What's left of the couplet looks like it's pretty much almost outside of Okaloosa County. You can see that this warning is likely going to be dropped simply because it's getting ready to exit. So we'll stay with this for the next couple of minutes, but I just don't see it lasting that much longer. I really don't, because there's not really an indication of a tornado. We are seeing from the Weather Service that they're seeing enhanced winds on radar moving into Destin. That's there with that bright color. Yeah.
So this is not a tornado-related thing, but it looks like those velocities are quite high.
I would say, gosh, that's got to be, what, 60 mile an hour, 70 mile an hour winds? I would think that it's got to be, 62. So you're in the northern tier of tropical storm force strength winds rolling through Destin. So you're a part of Okaloosa County that's not in the tornado warning. But as we like to point out, you don't have to have a rotating wind for damage. You can have damage with a straight line wind. It can knock down trees, power lines. It can knock down trees onto homes. It can cause tremendous problems and absolutely ruin your day. And even a spot in a coastal region like Destin is not spared from a straight line wind threat. But that is getting ready to exit Okaloosa County. The tornado threat getting ready to exit Okaloosa County, which is excellent news. We'll continue to follow this and update it as we move in throughout the course of the morning. But you can see the last leg of that squall line is getting ready to exit Okaloosa and shifting more into Walton County. So we'll continue to update this throughout the morning. Right now, I think what we're going to do, since this is exiting, we're going to go ahead and go back to the news desk and continue on with the rest of this segment that we were supposed to have after traffic of Good Day Gulf Coast. So we'll go back to the news desk. And Sarah, what do you got for us?
Michael, thank you. It is